A real decision doesn't feel like excitement. It doesn't feel like anxiety. It doesn't feel like pressure. A real decision feels like settling into yourself. And that is what we are going to be talking about today on Infinite You Beautiful Souls. Welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Sheri, spiritual psychologist, multidimensional mindset mentor, intuitive empowerment guide, and soul-led success coach. And here on Infinite You, we talk about what it actually takes to create a life that feels aligned, meaningful, purposeful, fulfilled, abundant, and definitely aligned with who you are, the truth of who you are, not through force, not through hustle, and not through fixing yourself so you can attract more of what you want. And if this message resonates with you, go ahead, hit subscribe, hit like, and let's get right into it. So many people think that they have decided something because they've thought about it a lot, or they've talked about it a lot, or they have felt excited about it for a while, but then nothing really changes. They keep circling the same choice, the same possibility, the same maybe someday, and that can be really confusing because it makes people wonder, did I decide or didn't I? Why does this still feel wobbly? Why does my energy keep leaking? What is going on? Why am I not seeing what it is that I want? Here is the truth. A real decision is not a thought. It's not a mood. It's not a spike or motivation. A real decision is an identity shift. It is the moment when something inside of you really, truly reorganizes. A real decision feels quiet because something settles, because something inside of you stops negotiating, something inside of you stops arguing, and your nervous system stops asking, what if? Not because you have all the answers, but because something inside of you says, this is who I am now. Remember, your identity is made up of core beliefs, patterns of beliefs, patterns of thoughts that are making up those beliefs, right? And your body and your nervous system are always predicting, reorganizing, trying to figure out where you're coming from so it can stay safe. So if you intellectually kind of push yourself using willpower to force yourself to believe something about you that you have not decided and accepted as true to you, your body is still going to be positioning you in a different state of being. Remember that excitement is up to the nervous system. It's energy without grounding. Coherence is definitely different. Coherence feels like calm, stable, clear, present, possible, real, grounded, true, aligned. It doesn't rush. It doesn't wobble. It doesn't need convincing because it's already aligned. When a real decision happens, your focus reorganizes, your choices amplify, your behavior aligns, your thoughts get crystal clear, and your life begins to move. Not because you're forcing it, but because you're no longer divided in who you are and what you want and what you expect. A real decision is the moment that you stop asking, can I do this? Should I do this? What if I fail? What if I succeed? What will happen if my dreams start coming true? You need to start living from a place of, this is who I am now. You don't need to feel brave to decide. You don't need to feel confident to decide. You don't need to feel ready to decide. You decide, and then your nervous system learns to follow. So here is a gentle question for you to sit with. Where in my life do I still feel wobbly instead of settled? It's not a problem. It's just information. You're asking this question for information gathering. And I just want to say this. When you're thinking about that question, where in my life do I feel wobbly instead of settled? Just start thinking about who you are, what you want. Is your vision matching who you are being and what you are identifying with and what you are believing to be true about you? Then that wobbliness or that settledness will come true for you. It'll become very, very clear. So, if you want to take a little bit of a deeper dive with me, I created a community inside the school platform called Infinite You, where we will talk about decision, identity, superconscious mind, subconscious mind, conscious mind, bringing it all together, law of attraction, becoming magnetic, becoming sure about who you are, with coherence and resonance and magnetism and manifestation. I will put that link in the description box below for you. And then I've got my amazing Recode Your Reality framework in there as well. And then I will also put a link in for my free newsletter, and you can join that as well. And then if you would like to connect with me, I have my breakthrough session available for you. You just go ahead and click that link. Remember, you don't create your life by wanting it. You create your life by deciding who you are. And when you do, your life will reorganize around that decision. Have a beautiful day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all next time, beautiful souls. Namaste.